So here is an interactive learning aid I created demonstrating how planetary gears work. And I created this using Gemini AI. And interestingly, most people don't know how to create such a learning asset. And this is right now running on my website, which has nothing to do with simulators, but I've run it as a proof of concept to show you that you can create these and run it on your website. And you can go ahead and you can change the speed over here. So it's completely interactive. You can hold the carriers, you can hold the sun gear, and it explains what it does. And you can add more context to this, like you can add videos, you can add more text, you can add links. And this is a great way not only to bring people onto your website, but also to keep people engaged and also get more people coming to your site because a lot of people love this type of interactive stuff that if you put on your website and it's only HTML, this will help you and not only help teach, but also help get more visitors to your website. And so the way to do that is once you've generated the code on Google AI, WordPress, so I've got WordPress over here, and you create a post or you add it to an existing post and you just paste in the code over here, but make sure that you're in the code editor. So I'll exit code editor over here and just make sure that you're in the code editor. You paste it in right there. Now in the preview, you wouldn't be able to see this. Once you go ahead and hit preview, you should be able to see it. So you not see it in the editor. So hello and welcome to AI Automation. This video, I'll show you how to create interactive learning aids that you can use to teach students complex topics, or you can even use it to learn complex topics. Also, you can take the code and just paste it directly into your website and use that as an asset if you're teaching a course so students can go to your site and they can play around with that interactive learning aid to learn the concept that you're trying or attempting to teach. So we'll go into detail into how to create these, not only so that you're teaching students an advanced concept, but also that so that if you're in a situation where you need to learn an advanced concept, this makes learning that concept quicker, easier, and faster than ever before. So let's jump right to it. So with a simple prompt over here, I asked it, can you create a demonstration of constellation gears? I was able to create this simulation over here with an explanation of how it works. So it says what you are seeing. I built a dashboard containing an interactive physics engine, and it just goes on to explain. So I can increase the speed of this. So I can go ahead and increase the speed forward. I can hit this in reverse. I can hold the carrier gear on the carrier. I can hold the sun gear. You can see it holds over here. This is the sun gear here right in the center. And I can do any amount of stuff that I want with this to understand how this works. And I can also see like what each gear is. So the sun gear is in gold. The planets absolute are in blue. You can see their RPM. So if I go ahead and I increase the RPMs over here, the RPMs for the planetary gears increase by 126 RPMs. So I can go ahead and I can copy the code from over here and paste it into my website and use this as a learning aid and also as a teaching aid if I'm a teacher or I've got students that I'm teaching about this concept. Okay, so one hand created this interactive web page that we can use to learn. So it's got some graphics. So it's got an image of a brain here. It's got deconstructing microintents. They are all lists, top 10, best X. They are calculators, widgets, inputs, opinionated reviews. So all of this is the SERP diagnostic tool. People also ask, extracting an LSI entities. It's put all of this into a visual format in HTML, and I can just copy and paste the HTML into my WordPress site or into my Elementor site or into any other website, distribute this as an asset. So the fluff Elementor, drag the slider to increase information densities over here. You've got low density information. And then as a demonstration, you can increase the information density. Now in this case, it's either high or low. So this is high intensity to make cold brew. You must master time sleeping and use coarse grounds. And then it's low density, or you've got a lot of content, but it's not very dense in terms of information. So it shows like eliminating fluff, formatting for machine readability. And over here, hard to phrase, machine readable. So you can see the differences between both of these, matching sentiment, and how sentiment analysis works. So read a query, why is software so slow? best CRM, history of intent. So you can go through and you can master quite literally, or you can teach very easily teach with this uh, advanced concepts, complex concepts, without having to put a lot of work into designing assets, which then go along or accompany your course. And I think this is great for people who create courses. Um, what I can also do is I can edit this, so I can prompt Gemini. So can is to add can you create a demonstration of keyword clustering of various types. So if you want to explain the concept of keyword clustering like I showed you, and you can also create it as an interactive tool that students can use or you can use to understand how keyword clustering works, so that now it's more than just reading about it. You can also understand what it's all about. So let's go ahead and create a clustering algorithm or simulator. And so here's a lexical term, active method, strength. Over here it says raw data says best shoes, how to start running, buy Nike Pegasus, clustering results. So over here it says how to start running shoes. So we can click on the lexical. So this is the lexical clustering. So you see how these terms are clustered over here. If you try semantic NLP clustering, you see the clustering changes. So you see how they're changing. You click start based intent clustering, and you will see how the clustering has changed. So if you're a student or if you're teaching someone, this will make the concept a lot easier to understand as opposed to just reading about it or having a slide. While slides do help initially, this type of tool is way better than just having static slides. I hope you guys like the video. Like, subscribe as always. Leave a comment below as it helps with the algorithm. And if you have a question, feel free to ask in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys in the next